So welcome along to A Story to Tell with me, Richard Beauvoisin. This is mainly taken from my Radio Bath show every Thursday morning from 10 until 12. If you do like it, don't forget to subscribe, share it to others and let everyone know all about Radio Bath. Hope you enjoy it. Welcome along, it's Richard Beauvoisin here on Radio Bath. Today I have Canadian country singer Savannah Jade. Good morning, afternoon, Savannah, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very well. Now, I'm going to ask a really strange question to start with. You've got beautiful plaits going down your hair. Is
Thanks.
it real?
No, it's
Is it
not.
not? Okay.
No, it's not. It's all fake hair, but yeah.
It looks great, and people can't see this on radio, but this will go on YouTube as well, so they can see a fabulous hat. Where's
My
the
oh
hat?
yeah. Thanks. It's a really comfy one. The fur.
I've never seen a hat like it.
No?
No,
First time.
first time of seeing that. Anyway, first of all, for those who don't know who you are, can you tell us who Savannah Jade is?
Yeah, so I'm a country singer based in Montreal, Canada. So I'm a French Canadian, basically. And yeah, I love country music, love rock music. I'm inspired by lots of artists in all kind of genres. So yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Now, when I've done my research stroke stalking about you, it seems like we have something in common. Now, you're not to know this, but as well as being a radio show host, I'm a full-time dance teacher.
Oh yeah,
That's what I normally do.
that's so cool.
In fact, I've come
Awesome.
out of lots of lessons doing them.
What kind of dance?
So it's called Ciroc. So it's partner dancing for adults. So it's like salsa, but without the footwork. It's
Oh,
the
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Great.
I love doing it. I've been doing it over a quarter of a century. But your history is ice dancing, ice skating.
Yes.
Tell me
Yes.
about that.
Yeah, so I started figure skating when I was 8. I started pretty late, but I went all the way through 18, did some national competitions, loved it. I went to the US too to do some competitions, but it was a big part of my life. I was dreaming of going to the Olympic Games, never happened, but yeah. And then when I quit in at the age of 18, I swept everything from music, and here I am now. So
So what made you make the change then? Because doing figure skating,
yeah.
I use a lot of the principles from figure skating, open and closed, and all that type of stuff when you're spinning. So I use it quite a lot. There's quite often the moment when I'm in the studio and I'm pretending. What is the move where you're kind of like arm out horizontal and leg out horizontal as well? I can't think what that's called, but
Arabesque. I don't know what it is in English though, but in French it's arabesque.
oh, an arabesque, yes.
Yeah, so I guess it's the same word.
It's the same word. And then you go into like a tuck position, then you'll go much quicker if you're going
Yeah,
around the circle. So, but yeah, it always scares me. I don't know how you became not dizzy doing that.
yeah, I think it's just a practice thing. Like when you're so used to it, you don't get dizzy. But if I would do it now, I'd get so dizzy. I could I could not do it now. I'm a
Um,
retired figure skater.
so what made you retire then, if I can ask that?
Yeah, so I was doing pair skating, and I lost my partner. We were going different ways, and so I just didn't want to do it as a solo figure skater. So I just told myself it was done, and that was after high school too. So I went back home. Basically, I moved to Montreal for figure skating when I was 15, and then went back to my hometown. Yeah, and I came back at the age of 21 for music.
So your music currently is country type music, but you said you've been influenced by lots of different people. What's kind of your hope as you move forwards then?
I love country music. I always want to sing country music. I think it's the kind of music that makes me the most happy, and I love storytelling. But I think it's fun to just add some sprinkles of rock, of pop music. Yeah, and I get inspired by a lot of storytelling from pop music, even jazz music. Yeah, I just love music in general, but what I like to do the most is country music. Yeah.
Okay, and how did you kind of get started? Were you always solo? Where did you kind of start then?
Yeah, so basically, I started to sing when I was around 2 years old, but I was too scared to sing in front of people until the age of 18, where I ended up my skating career. And I really wanted to find this adrenaline back and the performance like feeling. And so I started to do music contests and yeah, then I found my partner when I moved back in Montreal from Five Roses. We started that in 2016, up until last year, actually, 2023. And then I started my solo career since then, and I'm having a blast. It's just really fun.
Now, I've had the experience only once in my life of teaching dancing solo on stage. Okay, so normally I'm on stage with another lady,
Yeah.
and we are dancing and teaching and all of that, and that's what I'm very used to. On one occasion, I decided to teach some solo dancing, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't repeated that because that was about 15 years ago. It scared the living daylights out of me, being on stage by myself. So, how did you feel going from being a duo to solo?
I think I was ready to do it, but I'm so glad I got to do it as a duo before. And as also I was doing pair skating, I was always used to have someone like hand in hand and performing together. So that helped me a lot. That taught me a lot about the industry and how it works and how the music business work. So I'm really grateful of everything that we did together. It made me grow a lot. And so, yeah, now I'm just happy to do it as a solo act, and I have the same band as we had with Five Roses, so these are my teammates also. I don't feel alone on stage because I have them. We got a great chemistry because we're all friends in life too, and we go to have drinks and parties and stuff all together. So yeah, I don't feel alone, and also the people there, we just have that connection, and it's just so much fun to have this conversation. I call it a conversation when I'm performing because like I love to interact with people, but yeah, I never feel alone, so it's fun.
If you've got a full band behind you, that's slightly different, isn't it? Because you will
It's
have the
totally different.
guitarists. So, are you a singer alone? Do you play any instrument at all?
I play the guitar, not on stage yet. I don't think I'm good enough to bring the guitar on stage, but I will eventually because I take lessons and I love it. So yeah.
I've played guitar myself. Well, it's one of those things when somebody says, "How long have you been doing something?" So, I started playing the guitar at the age of 8.
Oh, great.
My guitar sits in our dining room and it's sitting in the corner, and I probably pick it up twice a year.
Yeah, it's all about
I've been
practice.
playing for 40 years. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so somebody else could be playing for 4 weeks and have played many times than I have. But I'm not bad on the guitar, but not that great. Now, your new single is called I Don't Have Exes. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so this one I wrote with Tebe, who's an artist that I really love. I think he's a great lyricist too. And Danik Dupel, who's the producer on that song. And we were all together in this songwriting room and at Danik's studio actually. And we were writing a song and we were like, you know what? It doesn't feel right. Let's write something. Screw it. And write something else. And then we came out with this idea of saying, I don't have X's, I only have Y's. And we thought it was so cool to have like the X and Y wordplay. And but then I was like, I don't want to laugh about my exes. That's not me at all. I don't want to do that. But also, I don't take myself seriously at all. So I my own self and my own bad decisions. So we turned this song around that, and it's just a really fun one. It talks about blow up after the exes, and as I always say, nobody named Joe broke my heart. It's all fictive names, but we had a blast writing it, and it's just a fun song. At the end of the day, it's about being better and not bitter after a toxic relationship. So yeah.
And what was your actual writing process? Because I've written probably about 30 songs in my time. And
Oh, so we have more than one point in common
I
there.
know I've done a variety of things. It's quite scary for me sometimes as well. And that is that, I have a particular way that I write, which might be like the guitar first and then the lyrics, or it might be the lyrics come first and then I put the guitar to it. Kind of, what was your writing process?
I like to start with the main theme first. I have this folder in my phone with like hundreds and hundreds of song ideas. And when we get in a room, I love to co-write my song too. So we're always like two, three, or four person in the room. And I just feel the vibe and choose something in my folder that I think would fit the vibe that's in the room. And yeah, we usually start from there, and then we'll put some we'll start with the chorus usually, and then the lyrics of the verse will come after. Yeah.
Do you have loads and loads of bits of songs everywhere? That's what
Yes.
I've got.
My voice memo is full of bits of songs that I thought of, and it's funny because like when you enter a writing room and you're like, oh, I have this idea, but then you just listen to yourself because like it's so annoying to listen to a little voice memo that I took like at 4 a.m. when I woke up from a dream, basically. But yeah.
Brilliant. Well, we're going to listen to that track now and we're going to chat more once we come back. So here on Radio Bath, here's Savannah Jade with I Don't Have Exes.
I don't have exes, I only have wives. Like, why the hell I even bother wasting my time? Why do I do this to my heart every time? 'Cause in the end I'm only left with questions, but I don't have exes. Met a guy in a bar one night and we did it for a summer. It turns out he was sleeping around and he still lived with his mother. There were signs that I missed them, but barely know how to pick them. I came close with a guy named Joe, yeah, he had me catching feelings. But the whole damn town watched it all go south when I found out he was cheating. Yeah, I should've known better to think it could be forever. Yeah, I don't have exes, I only have wives. Like, why the hell I even bother wasting my time? Why do I do this to my heart every time? 'Cause in the end I'm only left with questions, but I don't have exes. Woo! I need a few more bottles of wine, but I'll keep getting it wrong till I get it right. I don't have exes, I only have wives. Like, why the hell I even bother wasting my time? Why do I do this to my heart every time? 'Cause in the end I'm only left with questions, but I don't have exes. I don't have exes. I don't have exes. Oh, I don't have
So welcome back. That was I Don't Have Exes by Savannah Jade. She's live here with me now. And we're going to talk now a bit about who you are. So people have heard your song and it sounds great, by the way. I actually really love the song. I'm a sucker for country music as well. It just makes me smile.
Nice. Awesome. It just feels good to listen to country music.
I don't dance to it as often as I'd like, actually. We dance to a lot of different music, but I don't dance to country music that much. And maybe I should
No.
do it a
Yeah,
bit
line
more.
dancing is fun.
Yeah, I love a bit of line dancing as well. But I'm going to try and find out a bit more about you now. Okay, so what kind of things do you do during the day that might surprise people then?
So actually, I'm a hairdresser
Okay.
too. So yeah, I work one day a week at my friend's hair salon. We just have a blast again. We're all a bunch of girlfriends who worked all together, and it's really cool. It changed my mind too, because like it's also a passion of mine to do hair and makeup. So yeah, so I love that. But except that, I love to dance as well. I will put music in my house 24/7 and dance to it while cooking dinner. But yeah, I love to paint. I love everything arts. I also enjoy to create my own clothes. Sometimes when I just shop for my stage clothes and I don't find what I have in my head, I just will make it with my sewing machine. So yeah, it's all hobbies.
I always have the principle regarding being on stage, which I have the pleasure of being on stage quite a few times every week. Of it's always something that I wouldn't wear if I'm going to the supermarket. So that's my
Yeah,
basic bottom line. So
yeah,
if I would wear it to a supermarket, that's not suitable for the stage. So
you're
the
so
t-shirt I'm
right.
wearing now, I wouldn't wear this on stage.
Yeah, Makes sense.
That's my
I agree on
principle.
that.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question which I've stolen from Stephen Bartlett, who is the Diary of a CEO, and it's a question which I love to ask people because they very rarely get asked this. Okay, and that is, Have you ever heard of high-low buffalo? Have you ever heard of this
No?
concept? So the concept is, and it's a great way to start a conversation with anybody, okay, and it gets them talking about something different than they would normally talk about. So my question to you is high-low buffalo. So I want you to tell me something that's high in your life at the moment, something that's low in your life at the moment, and something that's interesting, which is a buffalo. Okay, so that's the principle. So you've got to say something that's high in your life at the moment, something that's low in your life, and something that's interesting. So over to you.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean by high and low?
So high, something that's great in your life, the best thing you're doing at the moment.
Okay,
Something that's low, something that's
right.
like annoying you a little bit.
Okay, so something that's high would be all the summer shows. I love performing. I think it's the best thing about music. So I'm loving that I have shows every week. That's awesome. We're having a blast. My low would be that I don't have enough time to see my friends and family. I would love to see them more. And my interesting, my buffalo would be,
It's always the interesting one that I love because it's the one bit
yeah.
that people go, "Can I really say that?"
Um, my buffalo.
Yeah. Apart from the fact that you've got fake ponytails on.
Yeah, fake ponytails. I installed fake ponytails on people too. Maybe that's it. Yeah,
No, that's a
I'm a
good one.
fashion specialist.
Yeah. No, and it's always something I love doing that and try it with people. It's amazing what people will say as well. And
Yeah,
often they don't because normally people always will try and say something that's always positive. Certainly, you're doing lots of these over the few days, inevitably, and it always has to be like a positive experience. And sometimes it's actually quite nice to say like you're not seeing your friends and family as much,
yeah,
and it makes you a human being.
yeah. Totally. I just texted my best friend and I was like, we gotta see each other tonight because like I'm leaving again next week. So yeah, let's figure out a date.
Fabulous. Now, obviously, you've mentioned about playing live, which is fantastic. Kind of, obviously, we haven't seen you over here as of yet. Are there any plans?
I'd
What's
love to so much. It's a dream of mine to come play in the UK for sure. We came with the Five Roses actually last 2 falls ago, I think, and we had a blast. I fell in love with the UK so much. I want to come back, but this time I'll bring my fiance for sure because he'd never been. So yeah, that'd be awesome. I can't wait to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'd love to have you over here, and if you can come down to Bath, Bath's a an amazing city. I'd love to
Nice.
chat to you
Yeah.
live in the studio. That'd be lovely. But yeah, hello. So yes, Bath is an incredible city. So come on down to that. Sorry, I'm getting notifications coming up. I don't know if you could hear
No
those.
worries.
It was about my daughter's ballet class that's coming up.
Oh,
Yeah,
so she's dancing too. That's
she is a
awesome.
dancer as well. She does lots of dancing. She's currently at pony camp though, so
Oh,
she's
oh, that's
loves
cool.
ponies too. She really does.
Hmm.
So yeah. Now another question for you, which is about playing live. Okay. Now I have an opinion on this, but quite often you'll play gigs which are quite massive, but you don't really see anybody. You've got bright lights on stage and everybody's in black. Okay, but
Yep.
you know there's thousands of people there. And then you have other gigs which are much worse lighting and many smaller people, or many smaller people, many less people. No, they're not necessarily smaller in height, but they're much more intimate.
Yeah,
You kind of get the buzz from the big gigs, but the connection on the small gigs. Which do you prefer?
that's a really good question. I think um I like both actually.
Mm.
Both are really different, as you said. It's so true. I think it's most the most stressful one is the one that's more intimate for sure, because like you can see every eyes and every and really connect with people. But it's also really fun to get that and after you can really speak to people when it's more intimate. I feel like you can speak to people more. But I also love big shows where you can really see people, but just hear them because you really can hear them. And I always put out in ear in my ears, so I have the band in my right ear, and the other one is the crowd, and I think we get this connection with the feeling of the crowd too. So yeah, I think both are really fun. I don't have a preference actually.
They're
It's a
both
good
very
question.
different, aren't they?
They're really different. It's totally opposites. Yeah.
Yeah, and I say my main issue with the smaller classes that I do, I can literally reach out and touch people, but I can
Yeah.
equally smell them, and that's not always the best thing in the world. There we go.
It's way more intimate for sure.
It is way more intimate, and I say the lovely part about the intimate gigs is you actually go and talk to people afterwards as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I
On
love
the
that part. Yeah.
So, right, I'm going to ask you a few quick fire questions then. Okay.
Perfect.
And there's one question which I'm going to finish on, which for my personal radio show is quite a famous question, which I ask everybody, whether I'm interviewing Russell Watson, the opera singer, or Chesney Hawkes, who you may have never heard of, or anybody at all. And I always ask the same question. But to start with, I'm going to ask guilty pleasure song.
I
One
think
song,
it's a
guilty
song I
pleasure.
covered in my EP actually. You ought to know from Alanis Morissette.
Great song.
I love that song.
That's a great song. Who would be your dream collaboration or partner?
I have two. Now, I always say Post Malone. I just think he's so genuinely nice. He looks nice. I never met him, but it would be a dream. And he's such a talented artist too. And I love his country album. It's so great. But also, I discovered Youngblood
Oh
recently,
yeah.
and I think he's a great performer. So yeah, that would be amazing too.
Good. First ever job.
First ever job was to sharpen skates, ice
Oh
skates.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scares me that bit. Go to comfort food.
Pasta.
Pasta. Very nice. Any
Yeah.
particular sauces?
Tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce. Okay, or tomato
Yeah.
sauce as you would say it. Right, and this is a question that I always ask everybody. Okay, and I'd love to know if you've been asked this question before in any of these rounds that you do, and that is, which way do you hang your toilet roll? Do you hang it over
Oh,
the top like a waterfall or behind the back like a
it has to be the waterfall. It has to be the waterfall. But my fiance put it the other way, and I'm like, no, you have to put it on top because if yeah, it's just better.
It is the correct way. There is a patent to that is the correct way of doing it. So, and have
Yeah.
you been asked that question before?
No, actually, but I've asked it to many
You
people,
must
so
have.
that's really funny. Another point in common.
There you go. It's absolutely the right way to do it. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time today. I know you've got to go. Where can people hear your music if they want to?
So they can hear it on every platform, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, and I have my music videos on YouTube as well. So these are really fun. Yeah,
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you make it over to the UK, and when you do, please do come and see us at Radio Bath.
I'd love to. Thank you so much.